you put your seatbelt on?
Yeah.
We're in live now.
Oh. Can everyone see me and hear me? Can everyone see me and hear me? Hear me, hear me, hear me. Who can hear me?
You fucking hear me now.
Can you hear me? I don't know if my data is working or not. I'm trying to... You can? Yes, we can? Okay, cool.
It's working.
It's working. So we just... Unfortunately, I didn't realize the live stream was still on. I set it 10 minutes before I actually came on. And, I set it 10 minutes before I actually came on when we were downtown Ottawa. And then it kept dropping on me. So, I don't know. All I know is that it's working now. And we left downtown Ottawa. So unfortunately, we're not there anymore. So I'll tell you what we've seen. We've seen a lot of police still there, but not nearly as much as there was. Good evening, John. We've seen, yeah.
Show us a lot of the show us your papers
Show us
are
your-
gone.
A lot of people, yeah. Show us your papers. Those
Show
guys
us
are
your
gone.
papers. They go home.
Honk. Dave's darting. But yeah, so we went down there and all the police are gone. All the assholes, all the power hungry freaks are gone. From all the main ports of entry into the city, all the exit lanes and stuff, they're all gone. The only ones remaining, the only ones that are left, are the ones that are blocking off Wellington, and they're letting cars down Wellington now that live down there or working down there. So we went down there, and the first thing we did was we stopped at Three Brothers Shawarma, and we both got a donair.
The donors.
Got the donors, yeah, it was pretty good. Those guys supported the convoy the whole time, and we hung out in there when it was cold, and they let us use their pisser, they let us, they fed us, it was pretty good. No passwords. Awesome, Jamie SVT, that's good to hear. That's pretty neat. So yeah, someone actually just informed me, look at these sweet sunglasses. Someone actually just informed me that the live stream was still on. I thought I'd canceled it and got out of it, so this is gonna like you to who told me this information. So yeah, I'm like, they're like, everyone's hanging on your live stream, and I'm like, really? So
Oh, they're all hanging out in the side chat.
yeah, everyone's hanging on the live stream waiting, and you know, here we are an hour later. I'm like, oh Jesus. But yeah, don't think you're East Coast, do you? Honk, honk, honk. Yeah, I filled the propane tank on the motorhome today. She ran out.
Oh, she should be nice and toasty when you get in there.
No, I turned the heat off so I don't waste propane while we're not there. What else did we do on there? Went shopping. Grabbed some warmer clothes so I can work on it. Some coveralls, gloves, all that kind of stuff.
You went on a shopping spree at the PV Mart.
Thought you were doing a beer run in the RV. Honk, honk. So yeah, we smoking in here. Everyone smoke. Fire up a dart. Dave's got a dart fucking going. Look at this. Dave's crushing darts right now. How'd you know I was at PV Mart? That's funny. I was at PV Mart. That's where I shopped today. Is this just because of this jacket? Yeah.
Are we going to the house or the bus?
Christina W. Typical man keeps us waiting while he's shopping. Yeah. Where do you want to go? Bus?
I don't know.
Go to the bus.
Well, yeah, I'll drop you off at the bus. I'll go get the meter.
Thanks, Jake. I wouldn't treat my dog like that.
I'll be back in a minute.
See if I can connect to your Wi-Fi here. That was my mom. Okay, I just dropped off the internet again, but I'm connected to Wi-Fi now, so we should be good. I'll bring this in the motorhome. What else do I got here?
Bring
I got
the
my
meter.
power cord. You'll grab your ohms meter. You know how many ohms this coil should have?
Some. Not none.
Not none.
No,
Got a new set of gloves
none
today.
is bad.
Milwaukee's, nice gloves.
What me?
I'm not leaving Ontario. We're in Ontario right now.
Ontario.
Oh man. The lack of sleep's catching up on me. Bro. Is Kevin good with his bank account? I have no idea. Kevin turned on me, so I'm no longer going to talk about that anymore, but just know you're not probably going to see Kevin on the channel again. Unfortunately. Okay, so I got that. My email, yeah, Parisian_77@hotmail.com. Parisian_77@hotmail.com. I got this fella here, he's got me in his shop, or he's got me parked off to the side of his shop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. Kevin Cat turned on you? Too funny, can't imagine why, eh? Yeah, well, I knew it was coming. When I met Kevin, I seen a man who had a big heart, but also had a lot of problems with him. And, you know, I helped him out as much as I could, hung out with him and stuff. And he uses all sorts of, I don't want to get into it, but yeah, I tried to help him out as much as I could. I tried to be a friend. I tried to keep him sane, you know, just be a good person to him. And then, you know, he's just, if you know him and you know the type of personality that comes along with a guy like that, you know exactly what happened. And I knew it was coming. I knew the moment that I met him, I knew I'm like, if I'm gonna get involved with this guy and be his friend and try to help him, I know it will backfire at some point because he just got a rowdy temper. So one morning I said, Kevin, don't smoke in the hotel room. I wake up and the whole hotel room's filled with smoke. I said, Kevin, don't smoke in the hotel room. He started a live stream, started live streaming, threatening me and stuff, and he starts trying to get in my face, and he starts going like this and like throwing shots at my face, and I'm not scared of bullies. I've dealt with very many bullies, so I stared him in the eyes, and I said, why are you resorting to violence right now? And he starts going off about how I'm this and I'm that, and I'm such a loser, and how he made me, what I am, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be anything. So anyways, he went off, and I realized at that moment that I truly was dealing with a mentally unstable person who you know, he's just got a, I don't know, maybe some sort of chemical imbalance or something in his brain. But I tried to find, so I distanced myself from it, and it's just, you know, I'm like, that's the end of it, you know. Like I said, he was in my face and he's trying to like punch me and shit, and I'm like, dude, I won't bow down to you, man. Yeah, so Christina, I think, maybe seen the live stream when Kevin, first thing he did, look at this, I light this thing, got propane today. So yeah, crazy. So when I met Kevin, I was like, oh, let's do this interview, this guy seems cool, seems like he's got a good vibe. And yeah, I'll tell his story, show the story about his son and stuff, and yeah, so he makes this, anyways, this morning, like, he had freaked on me many days. Like, for example, a week before, he was in his truck on the front line there, and I went down there to see him, and we had an exchange over something that I'm not going to talk about on here, of some illegal acts, and I had mentioned how something of so-and-so, and then all of a sudden he starts freaking out on me, and he's accusing me of stealing stuff from him. He started accusing me of stealing some of his stuff from his truck, and I'm like, whoa, dude, what the fuck? So I just back then caught it. I seen people who caught it, but I didn't want to get into it. Everyone's like, what's up with Kevin? What happened? Why did he say those things to you? Really, like, people heard him in the background, and I got out of the truck as quick as I can because I didn't want this shit on my live streams, right? So got out, left, let it boil over for a few days. He apologized to me. But like, hey, you must realize you're the problem, and that's the only reason I freaked out. You know, so then, like I said, I tried to get him out of the city. His truck was impounded. I tried to get him out of the city, tried to get him into a hotel room, get him a place to stay, get him a place to hang out. I took him to this nice little resort property, and he was supposed to split the property with me. That was the deal. But the night before, we were in another hotel room, and he was smoking in this hotel room, and it wasn't even my hotel room, it was Sam's, and Sam was letting me stay in this hotel room. And he smokes in the hotel room, and he says, I'll pay a smoking fee. He says, you have a smoke too. I said, you'll pay the fee. He says, I'll pay it. I says, all right. And I had a smoke together. And he said, as long as you promise you're paying the fucking fee, because he's getting really pushy. He's like, I want to smoke in the room. He's like, come on, man. I'm like, fuck. So whatever. Smoke, got a $500 smoking fee. And then he was going to pay for that. Anyways, I told him no smoking in the room. He's like, well, I don't want to do that. So I'm paying for this next hotel room. Took him to this place with a hot tub and stuff. Got us out to Mont Tremblant. Got us out of the city. Got us away from the bullshit while we're waiting to get his truck back. Thought I'd take him on and help him. We get out there. And like I said, the morning, he was freaked on me the night before for something. Then he was being really pushy and trying to bully me and trying to manipulate me. And then we got out, in the morning I woke up and the whole place is just filled with smoke. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And it's this beautiful little cabin too. And it's just filled with smoke. So I come out and I'm like, dude, don't smoke in here. And he just lost it on me. He's like, you fucking goof fuck. And he starts going on behind this goof and all this shit. And he starts filming me and he starts freaking out. And he's like, you're a fucking nobody. You wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for me. Like, I literally met this guy like a couple weeks ago. And he's going on about how he made me and stuff. And I'm like, so at this point I realize, okay, I have to stand down a bit. I have to, because I'm dealing with a real some mental issues and a person who has the mind of a child, and I'm like, there's no point of engaging in any sort of I'm like, dude, I said, you're literally threatening me with physical violence right now over asking you not to smoke in a room. You fucking told me not to smoke. No one tells me what the fuck to do. I'm like, all right. So I figured out a way to destabilize the situation and get him the fuck out of my life. So I drove him down, left him with a friend, left him with Ryan, and now he's got Ryan by the balls, and he's manipulating Ryan and shit. Yeah, dude, it's not good. It's not good. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So for the people who are wondering where Kevin's at and what's going on, you're not going to see him again. I doubt it. I doubt it. But Ryan's not in a good place right now from what I understand. I don't know if many of you guys remember Ryan. But, yeah. I don't know if you guys remember Ryan, but Ryan now is with him, and he's kind of got Ryan, so now Ryan's kind of in this situation where Kevin's making him drive him around and shit, and it's not good, man. Not good. So that's where we're at with Kevin, and then today I asked him very nicely if he could pay me back the $800 he owes me for the rooms, for the smoking fee. And he told me I was a rat goof. I wouldn't use. I don't get involved in drama, but I made a simple, does not pay me back, I will take this action against him. And he went off more again about how he's, and he the thing is, he was telling people, he was going around telling everyone how he has this helicopter to bring his girlfriend in, and he has this $44 million that he got in Bitcoin and all this stuff, and how rich he is and how he's going to pay for everything. And he had people literally believing this. So I said, well, if he's got money, he's got money. So I guess, I shouldn't have to get money off front to pay for the hotel room and the smoking fee and all that. And, once again, people screw you over and you put them in a position like that. So, as it currently stands, get it all right here. The fucker owes me $880, and he threatened me with violence. He lost his shit. He's manipulating another person right now, and he's entirely mentally abusive to people. So that's where we're at with Ken Ayresman. So unfortunately, he turned on me over something so stupid, and I want everyone to know that I am not putting up with that shit, and you're not going to see him on this channel again. But his interview will always stay on my channel. His cool interview, fun. He's a broken man. He's got a good get help, open mind, calm down, but there's no time I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, can't have that kind of toxic shit in my life. People who name call, people who I don't put up with any drama. I tried to help Kevin out because he was on the front lines. I tried to help him out because, of all this stuff. But I don't put up with that shit. I don't have it. I just let it slide for a while because I really wanted to help him. And I always distance myself. But as soon as you can get those toxic people out of your life, like when they start calling names and they start threatening violence, like even if they start calling names, that's the first chance. Like, get out of my life, man. Get the fuck out of my life. But and then they start threatening violence and stuff. It's like, dude, not good. But that's where we're at. So, that's where we're at. You're an empath. I don't know what the fuck that means. Name calling not cool. Name calling is not cool. Sounds like my ex. Yeah, there's a lot of abusive people like that. I've met this character and many other people. It is what it is, but that's where this ends. That's where we're at. And let's move on to another conversation because it's quite depressing. It's actually quite depressing.
Okay, but for the one bad person you met 100 good people, didn't you?
Yeah, and we had fun. Like, we had a lot of fun, but it's just like there's a certain point we gotta cut it off.
I think my coil's still good.
Empath is good. Thank you. It is a bummer. It is a bummer, Curtis. It really is. It's like you want to hang out with people and you want to just spend time with people, and like I attract a lot of people in my life of all sorts of, like, I don't judge anyone, but I also never give them a platform to disrespect me and to do that shit. But let's get back into the let's go find Mr. Squeaky Packer here. We all need a little bit of a lightening up today. Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, sorry, Mel. I hope Ryan's okay. The fact that Kevin messaged me off Ryan's phone is not a good sign. I want to drop the subject that Kevin has. There's something really fuck going on there. So he gave me that hat in a live stream, and now he's saying I stole it. So tonight I made him an offer. I said, I'll meet up with you. I'll bring your hat back. You can have your hat back. I'd like my money back. But I said, you know, you're talking all this shit. I'd like to meet up with you. And I was going to film him and see, you know, whatever. But anyways, he didn't want to meet up because he said I'm a this and I'm a that. So anyways, Ryan's in his hands right now, and he's got Ryan's phone, and that's not good. I don't know how else to deal with this, but yeah. It's just slow chat, eh? Slow. Dicker with Dave's in here. Anyways, that's where we're at. So we're gonna let that go now. Who is the guy with the YouTube channel? Something about zip ties. Zip ties and bias plies. Feller from Alberta.
Unzipping flies and blowing guys.
Unzipping flies and blowing guys. LR, well, lesson learned, hopefully. Yeah, no, I've distanced myself. I haven't had any drama in my life for years, so I knew the road I was going down. I've dealt with many people like this, but I knew the road I was going down, but I just tried my hardest, and I put myself in a situation which I haven't for years, man. I stay away from drama for actually over a decade now. When I left my hometown, I stay away from all drama. I hate drama. But I just wanted to help. I wanted to help so bad because this was the guy I met and I interviewed first. And it was just this thing, and now, you know,
they're telling you to sit down. Keep dropping the.
Is it choppy right now? Yeah, check on your phone. Might have to go over to Dave's. Lagging? Yeah, well, I was parked over at Dave's, but now I'm across the road. So. Was choppy, way choppy? Is it straightening out yet?
Okay, I'll go move the router.
Will that help?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why are you taking your... Let's just go to your house. Can we go to your house?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Where's my keys? Yeah, let's just go over to Dave's house, which will have better...
Oh, yeah, I locked up here.
Not used to the pockets of this new jacket yet. There it is. Okay, let's go to Dave's, where the Wi-Fi grows on trees. This thing's got a straight up house lock on it.
Does your spotlight work?
Yeah, the spotlight on the roof. There's a spotlight. Air horns. The spotlight works, but the position doesn't work on it. But yeah, sun clipper's good. Got the heat on in her. And yeah, we just got back from Ottawa. Like I said, we checked out the streets of Ottawa, and the whole place is wide open again. The emergency and terrorism is over. So there's only police on Wellington, slowing people down from getting onto Wellington. And God, your house is pretty far away, actually. I'm surprised I was getting service in there. Anyways, Yeah, sun clippers are so retro. This one's got 53,000 kilometers on it, and it's minty. Four-door, 5-speed, old Beamer. But yeah, so lots going on. Ottawa, like I said, you can drive around Ottawa now. All the fancy people with their spiky frosted tips are all hanging out, having coffee in the coffee shops. They're all very happy that the police resorted to police brutality to clear out the party. So those people definitely don't give a fuck. Yeah, we're in Dave's house now. Dave's. Do you ever consider talking to Kevin again? Would you consider? No, not until he gets help. They can't really fix that. You can't fix that. There's nothing to fix. It's just he's had 4 outbreaks on me, or 5 of them. These snaps where he just gets violent and angry and threatens and accuses people of things that aren't true. You can't fix that without help, man. And I don't know if you can get help for something like on that level, you know. Dicker got a dog. Dicker's got a dog. He's got a cat too. Hey, sweetheart. Hi. Hello. Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah. Who's a little sweetie? Yeah. Come here. Oh, it's a nice kitty. Come here. I miss my cat so much. Where's your dog?
Upstairs.
Can you bring the little mop down? Yeah, his dog's like a straight up little mop.
I go get the baby for you.
I heard they were pissed about how the cops were there. They say they'd rather have the trucks. Hey, you know what? The thing about like the people of Ottawa, this is the crazy part. They only showed you the people on the news, like on the mainstream, obviously, they only showed you the people who hated the truckers. They only showed you the people who were against the truckers and stuff. They never showed you the residents that were there running around with jerry cans that were loving the whole thing. So
Go see your buddy.
that's pretty crazy.
Go see your buddy.
Oh, look at. Look who it is.
Your buddy.
It's the mop. It's the mop without the stick. It's the mop without a handle. Yeah, mop without a handle. Where's your broomstick, bud? Where's your broomstick? Do you mop with this thing?
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Frankie.
Come here, Frankie.
And there's a little baby
Come here,
Frankie.
Frankie. Come here. Oh, we got a cat here too now. Ooh, buddy. Shih Tzu not. Come here, you little bastard. Holy shit.
You little baby shit.
Oh my goodness. He's pretty young, eh?
Yeah, not even 6 months yet.
Come here. You're pissing the cat off. The cat wants attention. He wants attention more. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, the people, they never show them on the news. They never show the people who support the movement from Ottawa, the residents there. They only show you the ones that are bitching. So funny.
Hey, that answers the question of where Ottawa is.
Where?
He's in Vancouver.
That's what people were saying. Why is he in Vancouver?
I don't know. He's walking around in Granville Island.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. What do you guys think of this? I'm thinking about doing a road trip across Canada in the next week. And I'm thinking about doing meetups in every city across, not every city, but like, say, maybe one in Ottawa this weekend, or like Toronto or something. And then next weekend, Thunder Bay or something. Next weekend, Winnipeg. The next weekend, like skip Saskatchewan. Maybe Regina. No, skip Saskatchewan. Go to Calgary. Do the walk in Calgary. Do a meetup in Calgary. And then maybe down Kelowna and then Vancouver, and just do live streams across Canada. Do live streams from my motorhome. Get drone footage across Canada. Like, let's go on a road trip straight to Vancouver Island. Who wants to do that? Should we do that? Is that something we should do? Oh, can I pick you up now? Come here. Can I pick you up? Let me get the shit. I'm holding like a fucking mop, dude. Straight up. Come here. Give me a little bugger. Oh, you're a psychopath, dude. You're a psychopath. You're a straight up psychopath. It's like a little Ewok, eh? Yeah, front line taking selfies. A girl, thank you. Just wish him well and cut your losses. 100%. 100%. People don't want to pay back. They want to be cheapskates. And it's always people that talk about shit, right? I fucking got your back, bro. I'll pay you back.
You don't.
I'll pay you back, brother. I got you back. Those are the people that never pay you back. I knew it too. Chug a beer, bro. I don't have any beers, or else I would.
Oh, and didn't we drink enough last night?
You got any beers, Dave?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, you better find out.
I got to take Whitney.
I'm just looking for subs. Okay. The more subs, the merrier. Yeah, the more subs, the merrier. The more people I can have a community with. Proof there's no beer. Yeah, the more subs, the merrier. The more we can have a community with, the more we can do crazy stuff with. The more I can have things turn up if I do meetups and stuff. That'd be pretty cool, eh?
You just get to meet more minty pricks.
Yeah, I get to meet more minty pricks. That's my goal of starting this channel was always to meet people and create events. Like I don't know if you guys have ever watched someone like Cletus McFarlane or something. These guys can straight up just have a party anywheres. They can just have these events, these events where all their subscribers come out and like race cars and stuff. That's what I dream of. Doing something like that. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Go where it's warmer. That's why I kind of want to go to Vancouver Island. Tanner is epic. You're going on Idol or Talent. I love it when you sing and play your guitar. I'm doing a video. Do you need a backstage fish? No. I'm doing a video across Canada where I strum my guitar and play Convoy. Roll with my wife. I might pick her up along the way if she wants to come. We'll see. I'm definitely going to pick up the dog and the cat.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I just kicked the table by accident.
P.S. Thank you for accepting my friend request. Made my day. Yeah, I'm trying to get through them all. There's so many of them. I'm trying to go through them and accept them. I just go like this. Once a day, I'll just go through a bunch of them. Whistling diesel crushing squatted trucks. Yeah, it's so cool, man. That these guys can do shit like that. Hey, what are you doing, you weirdo? Honk. You want to come up? Here, your turn. Your turn. Come here. Up. Up. Yep. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come up. Come here, sweetheart. Yeah. I'll pick you up. Oh, yeah. Let go. Oh, my God. You're crazy,
outside,
dude.
It's just dark and snowy outside.
You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're so fucking crazy. All right, let's go back here and read some. Yeah, cool cat, eh? You mean I miss my cat? I miss my pets. Sorry to hear about Kevin. I can tell that hotels management gets bounced for smoking fees during high volume time. Yeah, I should actually talk to them about that. Yeah, it'd be dope if Whitney came along. Would love that. There's a camp out in Saskatchewan. I'll forward you the details. Oh, really? Where can you forward me the details? Jenny? There's a camp out? Like people are just hanging out and protesting or what? That'd be pretty cool. You're becoming more powerful than Trudeau, bro. I would like to be more powerful than Trudeau in the sense of good times and happiness. That'd be fun. Straight up. I'm the Prime Minister of Send, where I just get things together. Dave's darting again. I might join you for a dart, Dave. No, kitty, that's my pet. Greetings from Osoyoos, BC. I spend quite a bit of time around Osoyoos. I like to spend a lot of time around Christina Lake, Castlegar, Nelson. Mostly Nelson area. I really like Nelson area, up by Windlaw and stuff.
Kootenai Lake!
Tanner, just a thought. No horns, no ammo for complaining. Thoughts, bud? No horns, no ammo for complaining. I don't know. I think I'm missing something. I don't get it. Sorry. I follow you on Facebook, so I'll post it. Okay, cool. That'd be sweet. What's wrong? You want more attention. Look at you all just hanging out here, eh? Yeah, sweetheart. Yeah.
At the moment, there's not much happening in Ottawa. Just a lot of the cops are gone.
All the cops are gone, pretty much.
To show us your papers, they all go home.
Yeah, all the show us your papers, they're all gone. Those guys are all gone. The other cops are just all now their emergency powers are gone, so they can't go around treating people like shit, right? So that's a good thing. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Pigpen, this is Rubber Duck. Got a copy, dude. Who's this? Is this John Scott guy talking shit still?
Is the fence still up?
The fence is down, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, the fences that were on the roads that they put up to hold us out of Wellington, they're all taken down.
Yeah, the terrorists are all gone. They can take the fence down, right? Crazy people. You know the trucks are in Arnprior at the Freedom Camp. Why aren't you there? We were there today. I just didn't live stream it because I didn't want to go in there and film, but we went there today to check it out. There's only 2 trucks, 2 semis there. And, which I know a lot of people are going to be sad to hear that, but there's only 2 semis there. And, yeah. John Scott, you need a job, man? I'll hire you. Hire you to come along and be my film guy. Yeah, wiener. Any word on new protest? Yeah, this weekend in Ottawa. We're going down with honkers and stuff, so I think I'll stick around another weekend. And we'll do some honkers. I bought a big horn today. So that's gonna be pretty fucking funny. So that'll be fun. How'd you and Dave meet? Tell us your story. Well, I was walking down the park one day and I seen this guy fishing naked and I was like, that guy's pretty cute. So I walked up.
That's not how it went.
Okay, well, that's how I remember it. No homo. Dave offered me to help me fix my motorhome. And he called. How did you get my number? Did I give it to you on Messenger?
Yep.
Yeah, he messaged me on Facebook or something. And he's like, you need a hand? And he drives out from where he lives here, which I'm not going to say on here. But yeah, he fucking drives like 2 hours out to where I was to help me work on the motorhome to get it running. And him and the guy who owns the motorhome got it running that night, but it was gelled up. So anyways, he drove all the way out, met, and then all of a sudden we go to Ottawa the next day and we hang out in Ottawa and we're walking around live streaming and shit. And now Dave's me buddy. Give him the horns, Dave.
Honk, 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 honk.
They're all upstairs, so don't worry. I'm just gonna do one you just used.
Liking the new rig, Tanner. Thanks, Mark. The cat loves you, Tanner. It did, but it just left. Where are you gonna be this weekend? Ottawa. I believe Ottawa. We can get down onto Wellington now, I think. We can just walk down there. It's not illegal to protest without a couple parking infractions. So, yeah. So we're gonna go down there. Do you think we're gonna win? Oh yeah.
Yeah, this ain't over.
Yeah. This is like any war. There's a lot of battles to fight. You don't just go and do one thing and win a war, right? And what we did was we opened up a bunch of doors. We knocked on a bunch of doors of tyranny, and we exposed all the fuckers behind them. And there's still a lot of people that are asleep, and it's still kind of scary, the amount of people who are just completely delusional. But, yeah. I mean, just the fact that they're saying shit now like honk honk means Heil Hitler is just fucking so whack. And it's not even like, it's not funny. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny. And then people are like, oh, those people are dumb. It's like,
Well,
no, they know what they're doing.
What's funny about it is that somebody actually thinks it. But that's what's also scary about it. Like, they're kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like these people are like crazy. They're crazy people. The followers are crazy. The people who are doing it, the leaders, they're crazy in their own way, but they know exactly what they're doing. They're using divisive tactics and they're using name calling and just classic Hitler-esque type things, right? But yeah, so this is just one battle. I would say we won because they had to resort to police violence. They said we were a violent protest and they literally brought the violence. So the whole world's seen that.
Not one fire, not one smashed up cop car, not one broken window, not one thing looted.
John, I tagged your mom last weekend, buddy. I would say she already paid the price. Look at this John guy. He's one of those people, eh? Go home or pay. Pay what? Pay who? What are you saying? Psychopath.
Bye, John. See you in 5 minutes.
Don't get rid of him actually for good. Just delete him. Guys like that are delusional.
Have a nice day.
See ya, John. Psycho John. Everyone's lighting him up, eh? Yeah, crime was down 90% in the streets. And yeah, we won.
and in our own way, and they think they won because they resorted to violence. But once again, I mean, it's one of those. It goes back to that classic, you know. Oh, I don't like these people or agree with them, so I'm very proud of the police for using brutal tactics to beat up people I don't agree with. Right? Crazy.
For the armed car truck stop. Made fresh this morning.
Yeah, the Freedom Camp outside of.
The lady was very proud to tell me that.
What'd she say?
That they made those butter tarts this morning.
Oh, when you picked them up at the.
Yeah.
The truck stop.
They have a really good bakery at the Antrim truck stop.
Does anyone know Ryan or Kevin's YouTube channel? I don't believe they have one. You can find Kevin on Instagram. I deleted his Facebook, I believe. Ryan's on Facebook. And I'm not sure if Ryan's on Instagram or not. But yeah, they're not on YouTube.
Look at this one.
No, I didn't sell the RV. I have it. Spiridon. Christina W, can I mod? I'll have you in here as a modder, yeah. There you go. Now you're a moderator. Christina. Don't abuse the power. Don't delete Dave.
She can't delete me.
Was that me over there? Oh, should we do the trippy? Hold on. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. We're almost there. And into the vortex we go. Oh, so it just starts. Oh, I get it. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Mark?
YouTube
Peg?
Inception.
I don't see Peg.
In the stream?
He was in there last night.
You are the Walter White for freedom, bro. Because of the motorhome, me. Oh, just cooking up some freedom in my stove. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading through comments right now, guys. Oh my god, he looks like a little flying Wookiee, eh? Hey, get out of there. You little freak.
Come here, Greg. Adam.
No, Shane, we can see you. Or Cheyenne, sorry.
He's biting my toe. What do you got there? You got the smallest nibbles, eh? Yeah.
Come on here.
Pregen 76 failed. What is it? Pregen 77. PARISIENNE_77 at hotmail.com. Michael, can't wait to meet you. Where are we going to meet, Michael?
Somebody said to stop by their campground on your way home at Winnipeg.
Oh, that'd be
But I
cool.
can't remember who it was.
Frank's Garage. Comments much calmer now, Tanner. Yeah, we slowed down the comments. We have moderators in here every night or every time we're doing this. So, yeah, we're just going to have some of the nicest live streams coming to you here from Ty Roaster's Garage.
The Roland Cole Motel. That's actually not bad.
The audio one. Tell us more about Kevin. I remember the first day you met him. A man doesn't go to meet another man and get shafted. You did good. Thank you, the audio. I'm not going to get into it anymore, but if you go back... like 20 minutes ago, I explained the whole story and what happened. Hopefully Trudeau sends his supporters to Russia. Did you name the RV? I'm going to go with Lot Lizard Express for now. Lot, I don't know. That's kind of a funny one. You all exposed the corruption and managed to get the tyrant plastered all over the world. Trudeau will be going enough. Yeah, very true.
But I think he's only half the problem. I think
He's a very small fraction.
I think there's a little green goblin that's standing right behind him that's got to go too.
Yeah, Christina Freeland. What do they call her? The intern PM or the...
Deputy Prime Minister?
Yeah, so, yeah, she's not good. The RV named... I don't know, I was thinking about naming it... I think I was naming it the Fringe Motel, Hotel de Parliamente. Too bad I couldn't get it in front of Parliament. That would have been really cool, but also I'm glad it didn't because the windows would have been smashed out of it and it would have been abused, and it's too mint for that. Glad the militarized police have left. Trained psychopaths, 100%. Love the mods. Thank you, mods, for everything you do.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. What cars have you all owned, Tanner? Oh, goodness, that's a long list. Right now, I currently have a 2002 Pontiac Trans Am WS6, 2003 Mustang Terminator Cobra, SVT, 85 Fox Body Mustang Jalapeno Red. I'm doing a Coyote swap on with a big turbo and a 6-speed. I have an 82 Fox Body Mustang. That's a drag car with a 393 stroker and a 5-speed TKO that's faceplated.
Are you using True North turbos?
No, Borg Warner. I have a 65 Impala, 79 E250 lifted camper van, overlanding rig. I got this 91 Sun Clipper now. Oh man, 2012 Yukon Denali. There's so many. I got an 87 Camaro Z28. I got a 81 Malibu 4-speed small block. I got a 55 Chevy that me and my dad are working on. I bought it for my dad as like a birthday gift one year, and we've been planning on getting around to working on it. So yeah, 55 Chevy, numbers matching. Pretty cool car. I don't have a big garage. Only 3 cars in the garage right now. One of them is in my enclosed trailer.
The Hot Blizzard, Hot Blizzard?
And then all the other cars are stored outside under tarps and stuff, things like that. Your WS6 has ram hood, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got a ram air hood. And it's a fully functional ram air hood. 65 Impala. I can't wait to get home and work on that thing, dude. Seriously. Are you into old Japanese cars? Yeah, I love them. I actually want to start switching it up. I have a 91 2-door white Yukon Mint. Sweet. Those 2-door ones are getting rare. I had 88 5-liter. I had an 88 5-liter. Why do I have so many cars? I don't know. I ask myself that every day. I have a obsession. The coolest ones that I think some of my favorite one, I think the favorite one is a 55 Chevy Bel Air V8 4-speed, or no, V8 4-barrel power pack dual exhaust car, original Bel Air, so that's pretty cool. 65, I'm just addicted. I'm addicted to them, man. I'd like to, I'm obsessed with cars. Gearhead lizards, gearhead lot lizards, plastic checking. RV name, the Lot Lizard Top Wizard. I don't know. I think I kind of want to name it the Fringe Motel. The Lot Lizard Express.
Somebody said the Fringe Liner Motel.
The Fringe Liner. I like that one. I've heard that one a few times now. Might have been from the same person. The Fringe Liner is pretty cool. Madden. The 82 Mustang is nasty as fuck. Yeah, she's choppy. The Dirt 81 Regal Pro Street. That would be sweet. 70 Plymouth Fury. That would be sweet. I love all cars. I don't give a fuck what the brand is. Mako, okay, emailed to 77. E-Transfer, thank you so much. I want to get super chats going someday. You ever have any diesels? You know what? I used to have a 6-liter diesel, a built one, single cab, 2-wheel drive with a 6-speed manual, and it was tuned and it was super quick. But I sold it, and now the next diesel that I've had now is this Cummins in this Sun Clipper motorhome. So, always said I'd have a Cummins, never thought I'd have one that I sleep on top of.
Did you switch the camera so they didn't get a big fat shot of my butt crack again like last night?
Oh, that was legendary. Who's seen that one? That was pretty good.
Yeah, Peg even sent us the screenshot of it.
Mel has a 1980 Trans Am. Sweet. That's the 2nd gen. You have that? What's it got in it for an engine, Mel? What's it got for a transmission? The Cringy Fringy Motel. I like that.
Ooh.
Lunatic Fringe Rover. Hot Box Express.
You just like the Lot Lizard.
I like the Lot Lizard Express.
The Lot Lizard Express, yeah.
That's the one I like.
350 and Mel's Trans Am. Sweet. You didn't tell me you had a Trans Am before, Mel. You're gonna have to take me for a rip in that thing. We have a 52 Dodge with a 92 turbo Cummins. Oh, that's sweet. That's cool. Wow, I like that. I like just the Cummins are so good. You can put them in anything. They seriously, they belong. They're the best engine ever. Changed my mind. The 78 Porsche 928 Project, sweet. You have to get mint green carpets in that motorhome. What about the minty red carpets in that motorhome right now, though? They're pretty mint. Unless you mean like mint green in color.
And all your cock pillows?
Yeah, the cock pillow. Lots of cock pillows. Thought I'd mention, I saw a video from Riley of a guy, there's trucks and people at someone's farm, lots there. They didn't show much. Request not to do live. Yeah, there's like 5 locations right now. I've only been to 2 of them. I went to one yesterday, day before yesterday, then I went to the Arnprior. Arnprior, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I went to Arnprior today. Best way to bulletproof 6-liter. I coincidentally just bought a stock 2006 crew cab, sadly auto. Yeah, mine was 6-speed. They're pretty rare in 6-speed. Mine was imported from Texas, so it was specifically built for hauling trailers. It had like rubber floors in it, air conditioning, and like no other options. Just a 2-wheel drive 6-speed diesel, single cab. What's the engine in the RV? It's a 12-valve Cummins turbo diesel. Tanner, sell me the Fox body. Which one? And I won't sell either of them right now. I don't think I ever will. They're afraid of the class action lawsuits. How do you defeat terrorism? Don't be terrorized. Yeah, don't give in to their shit, right? That's the best way to fight terrorism. They try to scare everyone, make them weak and scared and lower their morale, but...
You are weak and you must show us the papers.
Hey, say it. Scream
Show
it.
us the papers.
Scream it.
Show us the papers.
Show us your papers or leave. You come with me. I had a fun Mazda Miata. Okay, so I'm glad that you brought up Miata, Ken, because oh man, I dream of having a mint mid-90s Miata convertible and swapping an LS1 into it with a 6-speed T56. I just want it so bad. I think it's my next project when I do it in my next build. 74 Chevelle Laguna SS, those are sweet. Ottawa Express. Hold the line. We'll hold the line.
Somebody
No
said
Tell
hold
Motel.
the line express.
The Wellington wagon. EGR delete, ARP stud, straight pipe 6-liter 06. That sounds like mine. Mine was an 06. Had the EGR delete, had the ARP head studs, straight pipe, MBRP, 4-inch turbo back, aftermarket turbo. Was born in Pembroke, not far away from Arnprior. Now I'm a country girl from Alberta. Hey, I was born in British Columbia in the Fraser Valley. Then I moved to Saskatchewan or northern BC for a year, Saskatchewan for a few years, Manitoba for 10 years, and now I'm in Alberta. Old Foothills County. The Kent Street Killer. Did you fix the startup of the RV? Terrifyingly not. It has still the intermittent starting issue.
Well, we think we know where the problem might be.
We think we might know where the problem might be. Rockin' and Darton. Go Tie Roaster. We love you. Oh. Dave's giving me a dart. Oh, man. The person on the package depresses me. Say hi.
Was that Barb Tarbox?
Who?
Barb Tarbox.
Who's Barb Tarbox?
On the front of the bag.
She was on the smoke.
Oh, hey. Get on me nuts. You cute little bastard. I keep saying it's like a mop without a stick, eh? You ever dust with the... You any dusting with the dog? A little bit of table clearing. It's like this, eh? I've never met a young Shih Tzu, I'm not gonna lie. I've only met old ones. Usually when they're like fucking 80 years old, eh?
Yeah, they last a long time.
Dave's watching the live stream moderating from the chair right across from me.
The pepper spray survivor mobile.
The pepper spray survivor mobile. The hold the line mobile. We just gotta keep cycling these names and eventually we'll figure one out that works really good. Right? What about the old Volkswagen Jettas? My old lady actually has a 2000 Volkswagen Beetle TDI that I jammed in third gear about 8 months ago. Bagging it. I took her for a rip down the gravel road in it and I jammed her in third gear, so that's pretty funny.
Okay, I don't want to screw your name up, but I'll tell him.
What?
Please tell Tanner I DM'd him the details for the Freedom Campout.
Jenny.
Oh, is that how you
Oh, I don't know. It's Jenne. So Jenny. It's a cool name.
I just don't want to screw it up.
Yeah. Thank you for sending that to me, Jenny. Did they fire the new police chief yet?
No, they haven't, but I think he's probably going to have a heart attack or two here in a couple days, because you just look how he twitches out when he's standing there at the podium. Him and Freeland, they're both the same. They're just bang.
Some people believe they're on child blood. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome, sir.
Some people believe they drink the child's blood. I don't know if I go down that conspiracy road myself, but interesting conspiracy.
Well, there's one nut behind the wheel and the other nut's under the hood.
Tinfoil Nation, I told you the problem with the RV, it was the nut behind the wheel. Oh, I just got that. It's the nut behind the wheel.
And now you get...
That's funny. I'm the nut. That steering wheel in that RV is like a flat top. You can tilt it towards you. It's telescopic, but it's a straight up bus. It's like driving a Greyhound. It's got the big steering wheel. You steer it like this, and then the air brakes are always purging off. It's always making psh sounds. Then you have the fucking straight up semi horn in it. You hear the Cummins behind you and the Allison shifting gears. It's so cool to drive, man. I'm sorry you all had to go through that. Hey, worth every second. I wish I could be in that party again right now. That was so much fun. Even those last moments when they were pushing us, and before I got arrested, and everyone was beating the drums, and people were flying flags and playing guitar. It was like the final stand. It was so fucking cool. Hey, Dave, did you ever get to download that live stream?
I think so.
Ooh, I gotta download that. I gotta plug my computer in tonight. The Cummins Convoy coach, eh? I wish I could have had that thing in the Convoy. It would have been legendary. But when I get back to Alberta, I'll be well connected with everyone around there doing slow rolls and shit. So it will be in a Convoy. Don't you worry. She'll be in one. And there'll be some drone footage of her. I'll get the old lady driving her, and then I'll get the drone up in the air from the passenger seat. That's how I like to get a lot of my drone shots. I get in the passenger seat, I launch the drone, and then I get in the passenger seat and I get someone to drive, and I'll just film from the passenger seat. Drone technology is nuts. The Chief and Freelander possessed. Yeah, they're definitely not all there. They're definitely sipping on the juice, eh?
And like you're saying in the chat, there's convoys building again. But there's a bunch of industries that are about to let go too. Like the loggers are about to be down for spring breakup. All the oil field guys in Alberta, all the drillers and all the drill rig guys, they're all getting ready for spring breakup here right away.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna see convoys out of both those camps.
100%. Miranda, did you guys see the guy with the trumpet playing the Star Wars theme in the cop's face? Yeah, that was fucking funny. If I could play trumpet, I'd be doing that shit. What kind of drone do you have, Tanner? I have a Mavic Air 2S, a DJI Mavic Air 2S. It is straight up. I never thought drone technology get to the point where you can have a drone that folds up into a size that size, but Tanner, you missed our messages. ECAS. What'd you say, ECAS? Sorry, I'm trying to get through all these all here. Would you ever do live chats? Live chats? What do you mean? Is this not a live chat?
I wonder if they mean super chats.
Oh, super chats. Yeah, I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube. They're taking their sweet ass time with me. I met the threshold like 10 times over as far as view hours and subscriber count and all that. Tanner blinked for Kevin's car going boom. I don't know. I think that engine might be fine. I think if anything, the turbo might go on it, but I don't know. My theory is when you're driving a semi and you're going through the gears and you're pulling a 53-foot reefer behind that thing all the time and you're going up and down, you know, versus just sitting there and revving it with no load on it. I don't know. I would think maybe some damage to the turbo, you know, but
It could carbon up the turbo. That's what I would think. You just get dirty turbo.
Dirty turbo. They're threatening tickets for stunting for flying flags in Edmonton. Gonna see if I can get one. Yeah, get that fine. Get that fine, then fight it, and then because it's not real, it's made up.
Oh, apparently the fuck Trudeau flags are back in stock at Amazon.
The fuck Trudeau flags are?
Yeah.
Sent you a video of you getting into a cop car I saw on Quebec News in your Facebook Messenger, Cuddy Kid. Really? That's hilarious. Like,
Yeah, you need to get that footage.
So when they put me in the back of the cop car or when they put me in the back of the paddy wagon, because I was exchanged between two vehicles. So yeah, I'll check it. Cuddy Kid. What's your name on Facebook, Cuddy Kid? So I'm trying to approve everyone's messages. I got a bunch. I'm still trying to read. Smashy people. With all due respect, you're receiving a little drain, buddy. At least that's what your face is telling me. Hope you're getting good rest. I'm definitely drained. I'm definitely tired, especially after getting to bed so late last night. Oh my God, the guy who got pepper sprayed looked over at you and said it's better than my kids having to wear a mask. I was instantly, oh yeah, that was a powerful message, eh? That guy in the front lines. He was tearing up and his eyes were just bloodshot. Did you see that, Dave? Mm-mm. The guy, I was in the front lines with him and his eyes were just bloodshot. He was like tearing up. He was sprayed right in the eyes. And I said, man, how you doing? And he said, man, it's better than having my kids wear a fucking mask, standing up for something I believe in type thing, right?
Oh, did he stay on the line?
Oh yeah, that guy. Everyone who got pepper sprayed that I seen stayed. They stay there. They just, and you gotta wash it with saline and shit. And then people were helping each other wash each other's eyes out, and they'd be right back pushing, And that, like I said, that's a fuck of a lot more than anyone sitting at home talking shit behind their computer screen can say. Sitting there being like, go home. It's like, dude, go fight for something. Go fight for something you believe in. Quit trying to, tell everyone what to do. You go do something. Yeah, Vancouver is strange. I know, actually, here's the thing. I know a guy from Vancouver that threw a party this summer. He threw a rave that I went to, and he was a really nice guy. But then over the whole convoy thing, he started chirping everyone, just being a complete psychopath. And he blocked me and removed me from his Facebook. And I'm like, I didn't even comment on any of his shit. Just because I supported the protest, he blocked me and he unfriended me on Facebook. But yeah, you should have seen him. He's just in one of those... He's one of those people that goes and just tries to just talk shit about everything and just say everyone's a Nazi and this and that. Then all these people are posting Nazi pictures of the guy with the flag, with the Nazi flag, the symbolism. And here's the thing that I find ironic. All these people talk about how this convoy gave a platform for people to fly a Nazi flag, even if it was just one in one day, and to show that symbolism. Yet these same assholes will go on Facebook and they'll post pictures of that Nazi symbolism being like, here's the guy. It's like, hey, if you don't believe in sharing and that giving that platform or that symbolism a platform, but yet you go and post that picture on your Facebook, you're a complete fucking hypocrite. So delusional.
We haven't heard of any trucks being released yet.
No trucks are released right now.
But we do know where they are.
Christina Tanner, have you seen the picture I got from your live feed? On his knees looking up with the cop with the club to his head while wearing a Canadian flag. Yeah, I've seen that one. That one was wild. This goes to show what we were up against, right? Tanner, what do you see happening next? More protests. Just protest every weekend. Get out, support those who are supporting. Keep them out there, Yeah. I see Trudeau facing huge problems right now, and I see another election coming soon. I see a lot of lies getting exposed, and that's why we were so successful here, is because we exposed all these fuckers for what they are. And the sad thing is, there's a lot of people that they just even in the beginning, if they were kind of like, oh yeah, they're going to fight for their thing, that's kind of admirable. Okay, whatever. Maybe we don't need masks anymore. And then those people still wanted to have something against it. Then they'd be like, oh yeah, then you guys flew Nazi flags. Crazy. They said insurance pulled on the truck's drivers banned from driving in Ontario. Yeah, I don't know if that's even possible now with the Emergency Act gone. I also hear that Trudeau wants to keep some of these powers in play for the banking stuff, which leads me to believe this social credit score system in Canada could become a reality in the next couple of years. I won't be participating in that society, and I'll be leaving the country if that happens.
New Mexico sounds pretty nice right about now.
Yeah, this whole world plan thing is a thing. This Klaus Schwab shit, then I don't think you're going to escape it anyways. I think we're all kind of fucked. These guys need to be, seriously just fired. They need to be fired. They need to, rebuild the government, but, how? America, bro, please don't allow all these keyboard warriors to get you roped into this woke-ass keyboard warrior bullshit. Drama, argument, you're better than that, bro. No, I'm not. I'm just kind of just acknowledging some of the things people say, because we have to talk about the things people say, and we have to explain why they're saying it, and explain why, they're wrong, and why they need to be corrected, right? But I get what you're saying. Running is not an option that will follow you. I think so. If you leave the country... whatever. It's hard to say. It's hard to say right now. We're in a really weird time. Russia invading Ukraine and all that shit. We're in a really weird time right now. Are you in Ottawa? Yes. Very close to Ottawa. Very close to Ottawa.
Within
But-
striking distance, how's that?
Yeah, within striking distance. And that city right now, like when we went there tonight, it was just like depressing to see what it's like just on a regular day. You know, it's not like the energy that we had there and the fun. Like we had that Western and Eastern Canadian vibe, then we had the Ontario vibe, the people, you know, the true Canadians, you know. But then you go downtown there and you see all these preppy people. Like I watch these people who just don't even look like, I don't know, they don't look like anyone I would hang out with, but they're like these fancy bougie people in a Mercedes. The guy had like an orange face, like he was straight up spray tanned, and his girlfriend, like they were just decked out, like the whole bougie life stuff. And I watched a homeless guy walk up to their window and ask for change, and they just said no. And then when he walked away, they were laughing and like, you know, going back and forth with each other, talking shit about this homeless guy. And I was watching the people sitting in the stores having coffee and shit, and they got like frosted spiked hair and stuff, and they're not my kind of people, you know. They're just kind of simpy people. Yeah, Ottawa is so boring normally. Yeah, straight up, it's not even like a beautiful city. Like Parliament's beautiful, like just the old buildings and the, you know, the architecture. If you don't pay attention to the evil that goes on there, and you just go around like down by the canal and stuff, and it's bad. I've been here before in the summer, and it's very beautiful, but Ottawa itself, like downtown, anywhere outside of Parliament, it's just kind of like whatever, right? Most beautiful city, in my opinion, has got to be Calgary and Vancouver, as far as Canadian cities go. But then again, I've never been past Quebec City. I've never seen the eastern stuff. So, as far as my opinion right now, I think Calgary and Vancouver are the most beautiful cities in at least Western Canada. But then there's that Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Oh boy, is she ever meant? You saw Trump in Ottawa? What? Oh my God, can you imagine? Oh my God, you own so many cars, LOL. I think I have 20 vehicles right now. I got a 450R Honda dirt bike. I got a Raptor 700 quad.
Calgary is so not sketchy.
We have a motorcycle. Yeah, Calgary's not sketchy at all. I got robbed there before, but like straight up, not that bad. That's why I live in the country now though, so I got away from all that shit. Hey bro, do you think it would be more effective if y'all started protesting by everyone just not going to work? Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get people on board for that. There's so many people that are still just like, there's so many people that when you look at the bigger picture and you go to shopping malls and you see people just walking around with their masks on and they look at you strange, you don't have yours on, they're judging you and they're just walking around doing their thing. Like a lot of these people could give a fuck less about what's going on in the world as long as they have their latte and they're paying their their BMW payment every month. That's all they give a fuck about, right? People just give a fuck about optics. They just care about what they look like in life. They don't really care about what's going on politically, you know. So I don't know. It's you get everyone on board with that to make a difference. I don't know if it would. So many people that are asleep right now. Found downtown Saskatoon remind me of cities in Russia and North Korea. Yeah, it kind of does, eh? It's the sidewalks and shit, and the buildings, yeah. Pay to paycheck, they have no choice, do whatever the government says. Yeah, that is a lot of people. They just kind of want to, I don't know, they just want to just kind of, you know, the groceries are going up, gas is going up, just the cost of living in general is just through the roof. And, you know, people are just trying to keep their nose to the grind and stay out of shit. They don't want to start problems. They don't want to risk losing their job. Because think about it right now, if you have an opinion or you support the convoy, you risk losing your job. Like, I've known stories of people I've met that lost their job because they sent a donation and their information got leaked. So they got fired from their job. Under what grounds, I don't know. But I would hope these people are taking the legal actions that they can take against their employers for doing this shit.
Because that's wrong.
Do the anti-protesters in Ottawa enjoy seeing those papers everywhere they go now? I think that's over now. I don't think they got to do it as much anymore, except for on Wellington. Those people still do. And, of course, they enjoy it. The anti-protesters, the people who thought we were Nazis, they love showing their papers. These are the type of people that say they have their freedoms. They say what freedoms were taken from us as they go around showing everyone a QR code to have to access their favorite places or to fly out of the country. They got to show this paper. They got to restrain their face with a mask because they think they're doing the right thing. Well, they call that freedom. I call that delusional. So I'm sure the people who are currently showing their papers to the cops to get down Wellington are definitely think that's a cool thing to do. Samantha, Google circle of power and control. It's conditioning, like when a person stays with their abuser. That also explains the anger and denial. Yeah, straight up. That's what they do. That's why they cancel everyone. They're like, hey, like this thing here for Trudeau, the way he handled it, instead of like, in the beginning acknowledging it, and people are like, oh, why would you, if someone's coming knocking on your door, why would you acknowledge people who are actually trying to throw you out of your house? It's like no one was trying to throw him out of his house. We would love to see him step down and be replaced. We would love to see him piss off, but that's not what we were doing, and that's the way they tried to paint it. But
that we were trying to overthrow the government.
Yeah, that we were trying to overthrow the government and all this shit. But that's all bullshit spun by the media, right? Where were we with that?
What if we really tried? Like,
oh yeah, so they cancel everyone. So like Trudeau with this thing, it was like an optics thing for him. Like, let's arrest the leaders of this. Let's keep them in jail. Let's beat these people up. Let's lower their morale. Let's make them more submissive. Let's try to make it so they know next time they protest, they better not cross us. If they protest, they better do it in small circles and they better keep the noise down. Straight up, the tyrannical rule, right? Not cool.
well, I always go back. I always default back to that. If you're going to live in the capital city, you have to understand that shit like this is going to happen.
Yeah, if you're gonna live in the capital city, like, just the fact that the capital city here with the what did you say was here? The defense, the Canadian Defense, the building you're showing me.
The headquarters of the National Defence of Canada is here.
Yeah, so like, I mean, if people think us protesting here is bad, like, I'm sure they must know that they're one of the first targets that Russia would have, as far as if they were to ever send a ballistic missile over to Canada. You better believe Ottawa is one of the first cities that would get hit. So these are the prices you pay for living in the capital of the country, right? But the best thing is that everyone's like, why are you protesting mandates in Ottawa? Why would you just go to like Toronto or something? Because it's provincial. It's like, no. We're coming after all of it. Our message is like, here we are at the fucking tyrant's front door. Here we are saying, drop the federal mandates and all the provincial shit followed. And the border stuff took care of the provincial stuff. And of course, right away they tried to make it look like they didn't deal with like day one. They didn't drop the mandates. They took like 2 weeks. They wanted to make it look like, we didn't have any effect on it, but they know the public's breaking. We're not handling this shit anymore. Let it go. Just let it go, man. You went from 2 weeks to flatten the curve to straight up government abusing power. And you know what? Like they say, like these guys, like never in a democracy have we seen these MPs and stuff have this kind of power. And now that the jig is up and the science is their precious science is going the other way, their political science. Now they're panicking, right? They've never had that kind of power over people before. I actually found out today that Doug Ford owns a company that is actually a printing company, a signage printing company. And Doug Ford was actually responsible for providing all of this. His company was responsible for providing all of the signage for all those arrows in the stores that tell you which way to go down the aisles and stuff, and tell you to mask up and tell you to keep your 6 feet distance. Apparently Doug Ford owns that company. So he got pretty rich off this whole thing too. So, follow the money, man, straight up. I can't say I followed the money on that one. Someone I trust told me that, so I can't say for sure. So I didn't really follow the money on that. Maybe I bought into a conspiracy theory.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think that's true. I've heard it multiple times.
I think your source that you got that from is pretty well versed in doing research.
Yeah. But apparently, according to some of these people, research these days is no longer doing your own. You have to just take it from liberal government campaigns or CBC. I do my research on the television at night. You people who do it on Google are dumb. It's like, what? Man.
But that's all part of doing research, is trying to decipher the bullshit from the truth.
And how come no one can still name who those fucking green cops were at the front line who arrested me? Like, some of us think they're UN, some think they're Quebec. I don't think they're Quebec. And people are like, well, I don't think they're UN because the UN cops are in blue and they wear this. Then I say the Quebec guys, you look at what they wear and it's not the same as that. But then we got the UN plane thing, and that's been, like, they try to debunk that and say, oh no, it's a servicing center. And then someone did a bunch of research and found out that UN plane that was up in North Bay, like that, there's so many ties to, like, all this shit. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, oh, kind of possibly highly likely that they flew those fuckers in. And they didn't look like Canadians. Like, they didn't, or, I don't know. They didn't look like people I usually see around Canada. Like these guys had huge eyebrows and these big eyes and shit. They look like straight up German fellas, big foreheads and stuff. They're just like this, looking at you, just mad at you. Last time I seen a face like that, it was a German guy before he clocked me out.
Sûreté de Quebec Riot Squad. I fought them in Montreal.
The patches were Quebec. Yeah, see, I was trying to figure out that I couldn't get close enough to around the side of them to see his patch. They had patches on their arms. But then they had the stripes on them, which tells me Quebec, because they had these little stripes on their shoulders. And one of them had a blue stripe, which is apparently controversial for some reason. I can't remember what it was, but I think they're from Quebec. I don't know. Maybe they're created in a lab, just cloned.
Did
Jar Jar.
you see the video? There's one video of one of those riot cops, and she was only like...
Yeah, I know
if
exactly.
She was 5 foot, and they're trying to say that it was a kid.
Yeah, that one chick was like 5 foot. She stanced herself right out. She was very mad at me. I told her to go home and love her children. I don't have kids.
Do what
That's
must
obvious.
be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
3 foot tall and spraying mace at Dickard with Dave. Maybe they're from Camino. Straight up. Camino clones, eh?
Yes, these are the FET variants. Yes. These are second wave genetics. Cloned from one of the most ruthless bounty hunters in the galaxy.
You talking shit over there?
Yeah.
Buddy.
Hey. Come here, baby.
Fucking little old chupacabra, eh? Come here, little old chupacabra.
Come here, baby.
Fuck you, Dave.
Yeah, she's like, no.
Oh, fuck you, Dave. She says the cat won't. Hey, love the cat. Love the cat. Love the kitty. Love the kitty. I'm away. Hey, man, I live here in Dallas, Texas. I watch you all the time. Love Canadians, but I'm very curious what the Canadians really think of us Americans. Thank you. Well, I don't know about other Canadians, America, but I fucking love the U.S. I spent a lot of time traveling there as a kid with my family, and the last few years I've spent quite a bit of time in California and quite a bit of time in Utah. Well, a couple weeks in Utah anyways, but yeah. Montana. Seriously, I want to get down to Florida. I think the next place I'm going is definitely Texas. And I've considered, me and the girlfriend have considered moving down there for a few years now. So we're thinking about moving to Texas. Texas, I think, will be the final stand against tyranny. I seriously think when the world really starts going to shit, and it keeps going, I think Texas is going to be the place everyone wants to be. That'll be the final stand. Honk, 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 honk. It's like honk, honk, Heil Hitler. But didn't they have an HH thing? Did you see that today? The Liberals had this HH thing a few years ago. I forget what it was. They had their own slogan, and it was like HH. It's like, we're going to start saying, you guys are saying Heil Hitler too then, or what?
Well, yeah, that's what we
Psychopath.
should do.
Hey, can you see what the ohms should be on this coil? Let's do a test on this thing right now.
I already tested it. There's resistance all the way around.
This is the coil from the generator in the onboard generator in the motorhome. And it was out and replaced with a coil with a single spark plug wire on it, which doesn't make any sense because it's a twin cylinder engine. Anyways, you tested it?
Yeah.
And it's good.
Got resistance all the way around.
How much?
How
many ohms?
4 on the primary, 9 on the secondary.
Shouldn't it be more than 4 on the primary?
Could be, but there's at least resistance.
Where do we find that spec?
Because 0 would be bad.
Yeah, most people like Texas. How's Whitney doing? Whitney's doing good. Well, as good as he can be. Holding the home, holding the fort down while I'm gone.
It's emotionally draining, but definitely where we at. Miss my pup, miss my cat, miss my life, miss the gym, miss the mountains.
Because when we're down in the States, they're like, you're too fucking nice.
Yeah, we're too nice. That's why we just did what we just did. And we did it the best way that we could for this country, but yeah. You know, if this were France or this were Australia or shit, we would have trampled those fucking cops. We would have ran them down, but not in Canada. Straight up. If the people that we had, the crowd that we had, the movement that we had, if we were just a tad bit more aggressive, we would have just mowed those guys down in the sense of knocking them all over. And then, because we're Canadians, we wouldn't have hit them and assaulted them. We would have grabbed their billy clubs and would have just held on to them and not given them back to them so they couldn't assault us with them. That would have been pretty cool. But yeah, those guys are lucky that we're so friendly. We thank her for letting you be here for us. Yes, Whitney's very understanding. She's always let me do whatever I want, go wherever I want, and let me follow my dreams and my passion and my goals. So, Tanner, I thought when you started out you had a dog with you. No, Ken, I didn't have a dog with me. I had just my computer gear and everything. I was gonna bring my dog, and we just lit a spark that has now ignited a flame. Just so you know, so proud of y'all. 100% DH. I agree. I agree. Ottawa downtown is a sad place now. Straight up. People, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, people, as long as they can go and have a coffee in a coffee shop. Like, I know so many people that literally just got a jab so they can go out to the bar on weekends. Like, I know people who work, like, remotely, people who work from home. And they just said, oh, I can't handle it anymore. I want to go out to the bar. It's like, come on. Smarten up. Strengthen up. You know, and, like, they didn't want to get it. They're dead against getting it. They were dead against getting it. You know, they had their own beliefs as to why they didn't want it, and that's exactly what they should have is in a free society. They should be able to make that choice. And, you know, then they got it just so they can go to the bars and stuff. QR code. Drain the swamp. Yeah, a lot of people are blind to all this shit. Candy. They're definitely blind to it. Heard the rumor of another Canadian convoy. I would think we're going to get some rolling. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I'm not a box of cereal.
Did you eat that whole box of cereal today?
No. I fucking tied into her like 3 little bowls.
3 fucking bowlfuls, maybe 4.
I got them styrofoam bowls John talked me into buying there. They don't hold much, but damn are they easy to wash in the trash. More plastic usage and shit. Makes me feel bad. My hippie side is hurting. All this plastic use. Drive a Tesla.
Doug's asking if we've seen Peg from Zip Ties and Bias Plies at all.
Oh yeah, buddy. We were down there with them. Spitting all sorts of nonsense. The old zip ties and bias flies and zipping flies and blowing guys. I hope a Canada Convoy 2.0 happens. I'll be covering the ones in Alberta. We'll be doing them. Like, Alberta's the Texas of Canada. And you better believe we're going to be doing some fucking rolls around there. That's what I got to use my channel to do and get the word out there. I mean, even if you get 10 semis together on a weekday or a weekend or whatever, which I'm sure we'll get more, but yeah, slow rolls. Terrible about the 39 truck companies. Yeah, Helena, that's so true. Trudeau blacklisted those 39 companies, gave the information to Doug Ford, and Doug Ford, under his Emergencies Act in Ontario, fucked those companies completely over somehow. I'm not sure exactly the legal implications behind that, but definitely pretty crazy. I'm glad Mel says, I'm glad Mel opened my mom's eyes. She goes on my Facebook, sees the real news. That's awesome. 86 Super MK2 for an import, bud. I'd do that. I like those Supras. I didn't like them before, but I like them now. Just like SUVs. 90s SUVs, like Yukons and shit. I used to think they were so gross. But now I think they're one of the coolest looking vehicles for some fucking reason. Anyhow, I'm going to get going and go to bed soon here. Say I'll come live on here again probably tomorrow night. Say goodnight, Dave.
Good night, everybody.
Give
Thanks
it-
for hanging out. And of course, Freedom!
Freedom!